This is the Rangers POSTCAST, your instant game reaction for the Texas Rangers, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Well, last night it was a blowout loss, and tonight a walk-off loss. The Rangers stunned in Seattle by the final of 4-3. They blow a 3-2 lead, and now they are 2 games behind the Mariners in the AL wildcard race. Here we go. Welcome into the Rangers POSTCAST, your team every day, and in our case, your team every single game. My name is Jeff Biggs, longtime host and reporter. Thank you for watching and staying up late for Locked On Sports Rangers, your destination after every single game, no matter what time it is. You can also find us on the Locked On Rangers podcast feed. That is where you'll find the great work of Bryce Paterick, who I'm hoping didn't stay up for this one to see the end. Clearly, that was a game that you can't lose, and that is clearly a lead that you cannot give up. I don't need to be Captain Obvious. There are losses. Every team loses. There are bad losses over the course of the season, and then there are really, 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 really bad losses. And tonight was one of them. I think this is a pretty tough, resilient group. They have been champions. I think, for a lot of teams, a loss like this could be a knockout blow. I don't think that will be the case for the Rangers, but if you watch the show consistently, I have said from day one, for me personally, Robert Garcia, the closer, has not been the same Robert Garcia pre-closer. I think he's had like one outing, maybe 2, as the closer where I said, man, okay, now I get it. But pretty much every other time, he has just not been solid. And it's not even a stuff issue, or he just does not look, to me, comfortable in that role. So I don't know. I said, I've been a big proponent of Sean Armstrong for a couple of months. I heard a couple of days ago that right now he has the best batting average against in the league right now. So I feel kind of good, like that kind of backed me up that, I can still see the game, but, you just can't, you got to have a guy in there that can do that job. It's a tough job. It's not for everybody, but clearly Bruce needs to find somebody that can really handle that role with authority and be dominant. I don't know. Right now, I think to me it would be Armstrong. Maybe he'll want to give it to one of the new guys, although I like them in the roles. I like them in setup roles. But anyway, we'll see. But clearly, really, really, really bad loss tonight. You cannot lose that game. You just can't do that. That's a real bad loss, obviously. All right, here we go.
This is what you'll be talking about.
Well, needless to say, after the rough loss last night, I could not wait for this one to start. And just so you know, like the graphics and the funny headlines and the pictures, I'm not saying this to toot my own horn, but I have to put all that together. So when you have a game like tonight, when you have all kinds of good, positive, fun notes and things and pictures for a Rangers win, and then they give up a walk-off home run. I mean, I literally have to completely change everything. The script, the whole everything, pictures, notes, everything. So it's just I say that because that's why sometimes I take a couple minutes longer to get the show going, and tonight was an example of that. But anyway, before the game, we got the rocker shocker. Okay, maybe not a shock, but I like the way that rhymed. To make room for the new additions, the Rangers sent down Kamar Rocker, Jacob Latz, and Caleb Bosley. We got the word that Merrill Kelly will make his Rangers debut tomorrow. Now it's even bigger than it was before, considering tonight in a huge Game 3 tomorrow night. He'll go, and then Jacob deGrom will go on Sunday. But tonight, I thought, again, good start for Jack Leiter. Let me say this now. I know it's not a reach, but I'm telling you right now, next season, Jack Leiter is going to be one of the best pitchers in the game next season, for sure. Write it down now. I mean, his stuff, his fastball, dominant. I mean, one of the best, if not the in the league. The curve, the change, I mean, everything. He had it all working, dominant. Hated to see the bases loaded walk to Cole Young in the second, but just good to see him. I know that look on his face when he got, after he got the first out in the fifth inning, when Bruce Bochy came out, he was genuinely stunned, but also he did not want to give up the ball. He wanted to finish that inning. And it's okay. That's what you want. That's that bulldog, that fight, that competitiveness that I've been talking about. And it's all right. Bruce, to his credit, Bruce is trying to kind of push him and, get him to go a little bit deeper, a little more, learn a little bit more, and really get over that hump of being able, to put guys away and not use so many pitches. And it'll come. It'll come. But great to see the Rangers respond the way that they did in the top of the third. That was going to be the turning point of the game, but because of the way it ended, not the case. But how about Jock Peterson? Not a hit, but a hit by pitch. That's the one. If you're not going to get a hit, I know he did get one later, but at least get hit by a pitch. Former Mariner Rowdy Tellez, I told you he was going to get back at his former team, gets credited with an RBI double to right that tied the game. Jonah Heim, tough night for Jonah. He moved Tellez over, that set up the RBI single for Josh Smith, and then Marcus Semien got the RBI double to put the Rangers up 3-1. The Rangers had a great opportunity to add what would have been a really big run in the seventh when Sam Haggerty led off with the double, moved to third on a ground out, runner at third, one out, and Jonah couldn't make contact. It's just so bad. And I'm not trying to pick on Jonah. I mean, he's taken a beating there, but that might have been a good spot for a red hot Higashioka. But you got to get that run home. Runner at third, one out. He can't make contact. Smith grounds out. So that really kind of popped the momentum. And then I thought the new additions looked solid. Kalum and then Maton, I thought they looked great. No problem there. And everything was set Garcia comes in the bottom of the ninth.
Time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
JP Garcia, the home run, the walk-off home run. That's it. Game over. All right, we're going to take our time out. When we come back, we want to hear from you via the Rangers comment crew. By the way, for those of you that are watching live, one of the reasons why I do that little rundown is because we get actually more people download and listen audio than we do that watch. And it's not a dig. I'm not being critical of you or anybody else, but I need to kind of let the people that didn't see the game or have no idea what happened kind of give them a little feel for what's going on. So that's why I do that, not because I want to hear myself talk or run down what happened. It's for a purpose. All right, we'll be right back. This is the Rangers POSTCAST. All right, well, it's been one of those weeks where I think for the Rangers and Ranger fans, time to fuel up and turn it up with 5 Hour Energy Transfusion. It brings the bold grape, ginger, and lime flavor of your favorite golf drink, minus the alcohol, into a quick, energizing shot. Now, whether you're sinking birdies or just making memories with friends, this one's a hole-in-one for your energy game. Let's be honest, some days on the course or off it, you just need that extra boost to stay sharp and energized. Golf is all about the good times with good people and good flavors. And of course, the grape ginger lime flavor gives you the best parts of your clubhouse go-to without chasing down the bev cart. So if you go to 5hourenergy.com today, that's the number 5hourenergy.com, you can use my promo code LOCKEDONGolf to receive 20% off your order. This offer is valid only until September 30th on one order and cannot be used with other promotions. The code is not good on subscription orders. Now, whether you're meeting up with friends or trying to turn 18 holes into 36, get the energizing boost you need to power through. Order transfusion flavored 5 Hour Energy shots today. Okay, welcome back to the Rangers POSTCAST. The Rangers suffer a walk-off loss to the Mariners 4-3. Let's get right to it. Want to get things going here and start with Alf leading us off. Alf, hope you're doing well, buddy. Hope Shirley's doing okay. Late night, thank you for staying up. Leiter looked good, but couldn't quite get that 8th strikeout. Pigulet, yeah, he has been, I think the last 2 starts, pushing that, getting the 7, not getting that 8th. Man, but good stuff. He's going to be great. The championship game says Higgy is our hottest hitter, and Boch pinch hits Duran instead after a leadoff double by Haggerty. Then, of course, he leaves Hyman, who strikes out. Yeah, I mean, with Duran, I think clearly the intent was he was going to bunt or make sure that he grounded or moved the runner over, and he did that. But yeah, I thought for Heim that would have been a good spot, like you said, for the red hot Higashioka. Also, this umpire's strike zone has been garbage. Yeah, it was bad. It was really bad. Kalum, Al says, welcome to Texas, Kalum as well. I agree, he looked great. Welcome to Texas, Maton. Kind of glad we didn't get Bednar now that he got rocked today. Yep. So you guys are rocking out here. You guys are rocking out during the game. I don't see this until after the game is ended. Paul Cooper, great to see Jock contribute today, but I can hear me demanding Haggerty get more chances to help the team. Hey, I'm just saying. Soldier X says, "Wow, you can't lose that game. Devastating. Why is Garcia still closing games?" Championship Game says, "LMAO can't even get through the bottom of the Mariners order. Genius decision keeping, letting this bum close games." Robert Jones says, "I am convinced we just can't beat the Mariners." Hey, I'll tell you what, it's felt that way this season. Stayed up late for this, whatever. You all have a good night. Soldier X says, "Good thing we went all in on pitching, multiple opportunities to get a sac fly if they can't even do that." I agree. Isaac Carlin says, "I hate endings like that." Al says, "I'm over Garcia, over it." Isaac says, "The Seattle Mariners are now my number 2 most hated team. Astros are number 1. Silent Doom says, "Well, that sucked. Part 2. Noah Day jumping in saying, "Sigh." Yeah, I'm right there with you. Isaac says, "Garcia, the choke artist." Silent Doom says, "I wish our fans had that kind of enthusiasm." I agree. The last homestand, I thought it was good to see more support. I know there's going to be the usual Yankee bandwagon contingent when they get back, but I hope they come out, Ranger fans come out for the Philly series and against Arizona. But yeah, they could use a little bit of a boost from the fans for sure. I got to kind of roll here because I want to mention a couple things. Thank you guys, though, for all of your comments. Isaac says, "At least Jock finally did something." BB says, "It's okay. Seattle hasn't been to a World Series and likely won't make it either." John Crabtree says, "This sucks. All the pitching in the world doesn't matter if you can't score runs." Yep. Anthony says, "Offense still stinks per usual. Rockland Revolution, haven't heard from you in a while. I am so upset we had that game." The Sloth says, "Whenever either of the Garcias are either batting or pitching, most of the time it's going to be bad." Caleb says, "Should we have kept Rocker, move Garcia down, and give Rocker a shot at closing?" Well, we'll see what happens. I'm not going to rule out anything. I think now with the new additions, I think everything is up for grabs. So we'll see. We'll see what they decide to do. I guarantee you, though, they're going to have some good long discussions because this is not going to work. Can't lose games like this. BB says, "I am fed up watching this team blowing winnable games. Everything is conspiring against this team. Days like this make me feel like stop watching like a Red Sox fan before 04. Jane, I see yours." Malcolm says, "I need the next 2 games to win to feel good towards a playoff run." And don't know what your handle is there, but must be a Seattle fan. That's okay. Hey, you know what? I'll say this. The way it is right now, look, the Rangers are not going to be, they're not going to be a number 1 seed. Okay. They're not going to storm their way in. The good news is they're going to be in a position in the underdog role, and I would much rather have I would much rather have them get hot in September and have everybody kind of written them off. And hey, look, let everybody crown Seattle, or let everybody crown um, Toronto or the Yankees or whoever, Detroit. That's okay. You know what? We know uh, what the Rangers can do, and they just got to put it together. They played really well on the homestand. They've taken a step back, and the tough thing for me is that, I mean, Seattle was, I think, 4-6 out of the break, and this series is totally like Frankenstein brought them back to life. And so we'll see. I think the best thing they can do now, just get the split. You got Kelly tomorrow, DeGrom on Sunday. Should have won tonight. If you can salvage the split, that will make up for it, and then get back home and try to take advantage and dominate another big 9-game homestand. Real quickly, Josh Young was out again tonight with the calf strain. Bruce Bochy said before the game that Young told him he was available to pinch hit tonight. But then Bochy also said that if he doesn't get better in the next couple of days, he might need to go on the IL. So we really don't know. We'll know tomorrow, maybe Sunday. I would hope he doesn't need to go on the IL, but that's the latest with Josh Young. And as I said, we know now tomorrow that Merrill Kelly is going to make his Rangers debut and first start. All right, I'm going to let everybody go. Hey, sleep well tonight. I know it's a brutal loss, but get some sleep tonight. Afternoon game tomorrow. I will be with you on afterwards, and hopefully we'll have some better things to talk about, including a nice debut for Merrill Kelly. Tough one tonight, though. The Rangers fall to the Mariners 4-3 on the walk-off home run from J.P. Crawford. Seattle takes the second game in a row. 2 more left to go in this showdown series. Talk to you tomorrow after the game. This has been the Rangers POSTCAST.